Today's question is about the work. Knowing a lot about manifestation, meditation, visualization, affirmations, breath work, finding internal happiness instead of looking outside of self. Lots of materials at hand to listen to and read. Maybe too much, but there's some key, some simple tweak to help with resistance to actually do the work, resistance to happiness even. When there's a darkness and weight that makes one not want to do all that self-work, not able to see the wanted outcome with any level of feeling good or belief, and the known solutions feel overwhelming and hard, what's something simple and doable to start the ball rolling even in resistance, so willingness to do the work and turn it around has room to enter? Thank you so much for this question, because I think it actually happens a lot more than people maybe even have thought about or realized. And there's so much great stuff out there, but where you come from it, how do I say it? I don't want to say the attitude, because bad attitude. It's not that. What I kind of feel is that it's overwhelming, which you said, it's overwhelming, which means there's too much on the plate at once. Now, let's say that you won a meal prep for life, and they said, would you like us to send you one package a day, or would you like us to just send you 30 years worth of food tomorrow? You would probably want the one a day, right? Because if you had 30 years worth of food right in front of you, like, this is too much, I don't even know what to do, and you probably order pizza. So I think that's how you have to look. There's so many things and so many amazing things that you can do, but not all today. And there's things you haven't even heard of yet that you may want to do later. There's things, you've mentioned a lot of the mental stuff, but there's also physical things like different kind of massage work or Reiki, or I don't want to give you more to overwhelm you, but there's a lot of different things for healing that you can do that have an emotional benefit as well. Second thing I would think of is the resistance. Where is that coming from? It can come from a couple different places. If you don't feel that you deserve time to work on yourself, there can be resistance for that because you don't feel that you're worth the effort. One thing to keep in mind, I know you say, oh, love yourself. Well, there you go, it's fixed. I'm out of here. No, it's not that easy. But one thing you can keep in mind is when you work on yourself, you become a better version of you for everyone else in your life now and in your life in the future. So doing self-work is actually very selfless of a thing to do. It makes you a better person. Which leads to my other point. Some of the resistance, for me, if it's almost like a rebellion. I'm not gonna do this because I feel like I'm already doing a lot of stuff. And so when I feel like I have to do more, sometimes I get that little resistance. And that's when it feels like work. Self-help and self-improvement, it's not butterflies and roses, but it shouldn't feel like drudgery. If it's feeling like drudgery, it's probably too much. And there are other things besides just the mental things that you can do. There are things that don't even require thought at all. If you turn off all your technology, if you're able to, if you turn off all your technology for one day or one afternoon a week and go out and walk in the grass and breathe and notice different type of trees, that's a form of disconnection, healthy disconnection. That's a form of reconnection to the earth and to the world. The deep breathing, it relaxes you. It actually has effects on your neurotransmitters and on your entire body chemistry. That's a type of therapy, and that's not forced. Like, you don't have to think or do more work. The other thing is, with that, if there are some things that can feel more like an adventure rather than work, if you do only one thing, that pacing yourself, like not having the entire life's meal plans right in front of you, but if you pace yourself, let's say you do something, you work, you mentioned meditation. So you learn or you create or you follow a guided meditation. After you do it, feel the feeling of doing that one. Appreciate yourself for doing that one. If it feels better after, celebrate that. maybe do a few more things, or do that one again and again, where you get that good feeling, you get that celebration feeling, and it didn't feel like work. If you just listen to a guided meditation, if it's a good one, it's probably gonna help. And it doesn't feel like work because it's passive, you just have to listen. And you feel better after. So that's gonna turn it from feeling like, I'm already so overworked and I'm doing so much and I'm trying to be the best person I can, and now you want me to do more work. It's gonna change from that to accepting where you are today. Even if you can't fully accept yourself and fully love yourself, you can still accept where you are today. And then tomorrow, you can look back at today and accept that you're one day even better. So instead of looking at, I'm not good enough now, and if I do 5 things, I'll be 5 little things closer to being the 1,000 things I need to do to be good enough. I mean, you're never gonna feel good enough. You're never gonna feel like anything good has ever happened. But if you accept where you are today, and say you do 5 things, and you say, wow, I've already done 5 things, and it's even better. It's better and better all the time. And I still have 1,000 things I can do. It's a totally different way of looking at it. It's a way of celebrating yourself, your achievements, your accomplishments. And side note, it's a way of celebrating becoming older. A lot of people are terrified about becoming older. But if you change it from becoming older, like you're all, tired and getting wrinkles and all that stuff, and you change it to every day I'm becoming wiser, you must look forward to becoming more wiser and wiser as you go. So then you can look back 5 years from now, and if you've done those small things, and whether another one I want to mention was something I absolutely love is buying natural soaps. Here's the thing, they don't cost that much money. If you go to one of the natural food markets, whether Whole Foods or Sprouts, there's soaps there by Zoom. There's Pacha soap. Pacha soap, I know for sure. I think Zoom does too, but I'm not 100% for sure. Pacha soap is all natural stuff, and they give to different charities. A bar soap is about $6, but it lasts a pretty good amount of time. It's essential oils, natural, all that stuff. So every morning in the shower, I have this treat. I have this healing self-care thing. The other place I love to buy them is Etsy, because there are soap makers that are women, a single employee, which is also the boss, which is a woman-owned soap making company, and they make them out of their house. They make them with a lot of passion. There's some that use local ingredients. Like there's one that I bought, what's it called? Mountain Hop soap, I think, in, I want to say Wyoming, but I might not be right. And she uses prickly pear pulp from locally sourced, and she uses local small craft breweries to make this beer soap, and it's wonderful. There's a lady I buy from in Texas, and I mean, sometimes I'll buy one bar because I want to buy from a bunch of different people all over the country, and I feel like that's putting good into the world and treating myself as well, because I'm supporting a woman who's doing something that she loves doing, and she makes something wonderful, and I'm receiving that wonderful thing. And it's a bar soap. Say it's $6, say it's $10 with shipping, and it lasts me a month. Break that down to the per day, that every single morning I have this to look forward to. Every single morning I am treating myself first thing in the morning. I'm doing something good, encouraging and supporting someone else to do what they're passionate about. That is also part of this self-help, self-improvement, making the world better as well. And you wouldn't think that from a bar soap. So look for ways that are more of an adventure. Look for ways that are easier. Look for things that are fun. And then with the work stuff, yes, there are some things that are going to be really hard. And for that, here's another analogy. Imagine that you have a house, and doing one of these big courses, say it's like a course that's a week long and it's highly recommended and it costs a lot of money and it takes a lot of effort. Imagine that's renovating the kitchen. You're not going to renovate the kitchen every single day. You're going to renovate the kitchen like once, and then it's good for a while. And every time you go in the kitchen, you're going to love what's happened. You're going to love the work that you put in, the time and effort. So yes, do those bigger things, but absolutely not all the time. That's just going to burn out. And here's the thing too. If you do all the courses all the time and all the workshops and all the things, what might happen, I've seen it happen a couple times, is that you become the self-help section of a bookstore. You know, if someone has a conversation, you go, oh, that reminds me of this retreat that I did, or that reminds me of this workshop I did, or oh, this author said this, or this author said this. You kind of lose yourself in all the self-helpy stuff. So I don't recommend that at all either. The pace yourself part, you know, it's if you look at self-help, self-improvement as shower cleaning, improvement like the kitchen, nourishment like the cooking, you don't do that. You don't do any one of those things all the time. They're a part of your life. Maybe sometimes you focus on them more, maybe sometimes you don't focus on them very much at all, but they become a part of your life. And that's something that you can do your entire life and not feel overwhelmed and not feel like there's so much still left to do. You know, imagine if when you went in the shower, you thought, I'm not gonna get out of the shower until there is not one piece of bacteria on me. It's not gonna happen. You can stay in the shower for the rest of your entire life, and every time you scrub something, there's gonna be more. So it's not, you know, the intention is good. I will do anything to make this all better, but the method could use just a little bit of tweaking and to be a little bit easier on yourself. Hope that was helpful, and thank you so much for posting your question. Bye. Have a wonderful day. Bye.